It's a rock. Haven't got you anything.
It's okay. It was cheap. Going anywhere for Christmas?
I never go anywhere.
That's not true. You go places, I can tell. My mum always said with some people you can smell the wind in their clothes.
She sounds nice.
She died when I was a baby.
Oh.
Yeah.
If she died when you were a baby, when did she say that?
In my head. Yeah, I'm supposed to look like her, but I don't really know. There's hardly any photographs. She hated having a picture taken. But if someone's gone, the pictures really help.
I thought you'd enjoy choosing something for yourself, as you're always passing judgments. I hope you didn't spend too much on this.
Nah, this should cover it. What's that?
Oh, I found that at the back of the cupboard with all your old stuff. Just photographs of your mum. I didn't know we had them.
Happy New Term.
With you in a moment.
You said you needed a crane to lift your box.
Sorry, what did you say?
The pilot. The pilot to end all pilots. No, we are not going back to the very beginning, far from it. This is very much the future. With Bill Potts as the new companion in the first story of this series, The Pilot. And I believe the baddie in this one was a puddle, if memory serves me correct. Somehow linked to that girl we saw at the end of that clip. I think this was the first time that Doctor Who had explored a lesbian storyline. So that was good to see. And I think at the start of that scene, it was very appropriate to see the snow falling, especially as there's been snow past couple of days in Londinium. So that made me feel very festive. But I think sort of the main purpose of this episode was obviously to introduce the new companion, and seeing that scene there with Peter Capaldi and Pearl Mackie with their Christmas hats on, I thought that was a very touching scene. I thought that worked very well. And more moving still to see the Doctor in that photo. He'd obviously gone back in time and taken photos of Bill's mother in order to for her to have some photographic evidence of her mother. So yeah, I thought that was a very nice moment. I believe Matt Lucas returned in this one as Nardole. I remember quite a funny scene with him at the very start of the episode. And I believe this puddle saga would come back later in the season. No spoilers, obviously, but I seem to recall that had something to do with maybe an ongoing thread in the season. Now, the Doctor seems to be at this university, and I think he's protecting something. Yes, protecting something or someone in the cellar, which I think we learn more about as the season progresses. But I think the Doctor suits, certainly Peter Capaldi's Doctor suits that sort of setting, that sort of university professorial storyline. I think suits his Doctor very well. And I think it's been a sort of like an ongoing theme, hasn't it? With obviously with him having the chalk and the blackboard seems to sort of, suggest his sort of lecturer, professorial nature, which does work very well for his character. But this was an interesting start to the season, the pilot, and I think Pearl Mackie showed a lot of promise in this episode as the companion to come, Bill Potts.